10.
You know.
Okay. All right, our next item is from, by the way, that's Dan, my producer, so nice to be working with Dan again. We've been on different schedules, so we're back together. This is from Bell & Howell. This is the Ultrasonic Pest Repeller. This is a huge, huge set. 10-piece combo pack at a sale price, introductory price, free shipping and handling, 3 flex pay, so $16.65 to get home. So let me show you what you're getting. You're getting 2 of the minis, and by the way, they all work the same. 2 of the minis, and then you're getting 4 of the standard, and then you're getting 4 of them that have the ability, and I wanted to turn it, but I guess I didn't do it pretty, but it has a plug.
We all right?
Yes, I'm okay, but you have...
Need help?
I'm okay, I'm all right, but you have the plug, so that's a big deal. So you're not, when you plug these in, you're not eliminating the use of that outlet. So I'll just balance these right back here where they were. Elsa, what did I do? Elsa, get out here. I tried to make it pretty, but I just wanted to turn it so everybody can see the plug. Okay, so what do these do? All right, do you like bugs, cockroaches, ants, spiders? I personally am not a fan, but here's what I hate even worse. Somebody coming into my house and spraying poison chemicals. So I have the Bell & Howell Ultrasonic Pest Repellers. Huge, huge personal favorite of mine. I've actually had this as my host pick. I have a quick story. I had a house where I had ants, those little sugar ants that were like marching in the kitchen every day. I put down poison. They avoided the poison. They ate some of the poison. Some of them died. Then some of them, their cousins came, and then they're all back. I got the Bell & Howell Pest Repellers. I plug them in, and by the way, it's not instantaneous. You plug them in, and it creates this kind of like inaudible hum that doesn't bother me, doesn't bother you, doesn't bother your dogs, your little furry babies, your dogs or your cats. It doesn't bother them, but it does bother the cockroaches, the mice, the ants, and it repels them. And within a week or so, I never saw another ant again in my kitchen. I have them in your, don't forget, by the way, all through the house. Usually I will tell you get a couple sets. I'm not telling you that today. This is gonna cover your whole house. Do not forget to put one in the garage. The garage, the kitchen, the bathroom. If you have 2 bathrooms, both bathrooms, put one in your bedroom, one in the guest bedroom, the kids' bedroom, the craft room, the living room, kitchen, the kitchen, the kitchen. You're gonna be all set. It is the easiest thing. You know, you get that guy to the pest service to come over, they have a monthly fee, they come in, they spray chemicals. You know, a lot of those places wouldn't even come in your house anymore and spray chemicals because the chemicals are so harmful to you. Some companies wouldn't even do that anymore. But what do? You know, like if you want to get rid of rats, do you put rat poison all over the floor? Well, suppose you have a little puppy or a little kitty. You don't want them, or a toddler, or your grandchildren. I'm not gonna be putting poison all over the floor. Bell & Howell to the rescue. Dan, I think we've got that chart of all the pests that it repels.
Let's go to the chart.
Let's go to the chart, everybody. Because this is what we are legally able to see. Cockroaches, ants, mice, rats, I believe is up there. There it is. Mice, rats, ants, cockroaches, roaches, and spiders. So there, I mean, these are, you know, the bugs you don't want to see, and it repels them. So you don't have to put that trap up where you hear that snap in the middle of the night, and then someone's got to go carry the corpse outside. And it's $49.95 introductory price. This is the biggest configuration that we've ever done. So you get 2 of the minis, you get 4 again of the regular size, and then you get these at the bottom, which have the bonus of having a plug, which I wanted to show you, so that when you plug it in, you're not losing an outlet. You're still able to, you plug this in, and then you can plug in whatever, your hair dryer or your, you know, your kitchen appliance or whatever you want to do. And this, again, from a company that you know and trust called Bell & Howell. The item number is 481476, and we're gonna have a full presentation coming up at 9 a.m. And I have a question, Dan. Do we have this available in 3 colors? Because I say, it says gray, taupe, and white, but I don't think we have them. Taupe is gone. Oh, great, okay, so we have white only, okay. All right, so white, here we go.